Hi, I'm Sara Maude, hypnotherapist, solution-focused psychotherapist, EFT and matrix reimprinting practitioner. And this is my video blog on the 3 ways that you can grow your confidence. Now, I work a lot with people who want to grow their confidence. And I often hear people say to me that they feel like they've got no confidence or that they've lost their confidence. But when I actually get them to think about areas of their life that they feel confident in, certain skills that they have which they're confident in, then they start to realize that there's actually lots of areas of their life that they already feel confident about. It's just perhaps there's a certain situation or a few different situations where perhaps their confidence is a little bit shaky. But the wonderful thing about confidence is that we can grow it, because confidence is just a feeling. So just in the same way that if you learn to drive, when you learn to drive, it's all about mirror, signal, maneuver. But after a period of time, many of you, I'm sure, are able to get into a car and drive hundreds, if not thousands of miles, having a conversation with somebody, negotiating the roads and the traffic, and you get to your final destination and you think, I don't even remember getting here. You've just become so good at it that it's like you've gone on to autopilot. And as Aristotle said, we are what we repeatedly do, and that actually excellence is just a habit. So when we do something over and over again, we get good at it. And when we get good at something, then our confidence grows. So my first top tip in growing your confidence is to really think about, what does confidence mean to you? So when I'm working with my clients, I'll say to them, how will you know when you feel more confident, when you can go into a social situation and feel relaxed? And they are brilliant at telling me all the things that they won't be doing, but they're not so great at telling me what they will be doing when they feel more confident. So start to really think, what does confidence mean to you? How do you know when you feel more confident? Because there's already things that you can already feel confident about. Your ability to drive a car, your name, how many fingers and toes that you have. You're already confident in your ability to perhaps read, write, walk, talk. You're confident about the foods that you like, the places that you like to travel. You're maybe confident about the kinds of person that you find attractive. There's maybe certain parts about yourself and your body that you already feel confident about. So start to get really clear about, how does confidence feel to you? What will people notice about you when you feel more confident in an area that you want to feel more confident in? So say, for example, you feel like you lack a little bit of confidence when you're doing a sales pitch or when you're doing a presentation. Well, think about some other areas of your life that you already feel comfortable and confident doing certain things. And just start to think about, well, what will it feel like when I can feel like that when I'm doing whatever it is that you want to feel more confident about? What is it that your body language will be saying that lets you know that you feel more confident? What will other people notice about you that lets them know that you feel more confident? So really start to build up a blueprint in your mind about, what does confidence feel to you specifically? Because the word in itself is a nominalization. It means different things to different people. So what confidence to one person will feel like is different to what it would feel like to somebody else. And the best part about getting really confident about what it will be like when you feel more confident performing a certain task or activity is that your mind doesn't know the difference between reality and imagination. And that's something I'll come on to in just a second. So top tip number 2 for growing your confidence is start to get a handle on your thinking. And what I mean by that is that we have about 70,000 thoughts a day. And the vast majority of those thoughts are negative. And unless we are consciously aware of the thoughts that we're having, then they will be the same thoughts that we've always had. So if you are lacking confidence in a certain area of your life, if you're lacking confidence in your ability to do something, or you're lacking confidence in the way that you look, in your body shape, any part of your life, start to notice the messages that you've been feeding yourself. Are they ones of, I love and accept myself, I am beautiful, I can do this, people like me? Or are they negative messages that you've been feeding yourself? Like, I'm rubbish, I never get anything right, I can't do this. Because your thoughts have such an impact on the way that you feel and on your behaviour. So start to get a handle on your thinking and catch yourself when you start to come out with these negative thoughts and turn them around, because they're just thoughts. But once we start to get the momentum going of thinking negatively about something, then it's like we create a huge snowball effect, and we're hurtling down the mountain of negative thinking, and it becomes harder to stop ourselves. So start to become more consciously aware of the thoughts that you're having, and start to feed yourself positive, supportive messages. And there's that great saying, fake it till you make it. So even if you're feeding yourself messages which you're not quite congruent with, then the more and more that you tell yourself that you are good enough, that you can do something, then you'll start to believe it, because thoughts and beliefs go hand in hand, and a belief is just a thought that you keep thinking. It's just that in the cases of lack of confidence, we've often told ourselves or thought so many times that we can't do something that we've come to believe it to be true. And then top tip number 3 is coming back to what I was just saying about the power of the mind and how the mind doesn't know the difference between reality and imagination. So top tip number 3 is that you can use the power of your imagination, the power of visualization, to imagine yourself doing something and feeling confident. So say, for example, you want to feel more confident about doing a sales pitch, then really start to imagine yourself doing that and feeling confident. And the great thing is you have an imagination, so you can imagine yourself standing in front of a group of people. You can imagine yourself standing tall, being sure-footed, feeling confident, and just bringing up those feelings of confidence. And you have those feelings of confidence because you have the feeling of confidence about other areas of your life. So just draw in those feelings of confidence and just match it to an image of you feeling confident standing in front of a group of people. Imagine yourself standing there articulating what it is that you want to say. Imagine yourself standing there looking at your audience and seeing them really engage with the message that you're giving them. See them being inspired by the words that you're using, and just rehearse the image, the visualization over and over and over in your mind. It's a brilliant thing to imagine something that we want to imprint on our minds just before we go to sleep or just as we wake up. And the reason for that is that when we wake up and when we go to sleep, we're in a slower wave brain state, which means that we're more susceptible. The unconscious part of us is more susceptible to receiving images and messages. So we can use that time just before we nod off to start to imprint positive images and messages to our subconscious mind. And again, the more that you do something, the better that you become at it. So those are my 3 top tips to help you to grow your confidence. Now, if you'd like further help and support to grow your confidence or your self-esteem levels, then do get in touch via the website www.saramaudehypnotherapy.com. If you're Edinburgh based, then you can come and see me one-to-one, and if you're anywhere else in the world, then I can see you via Skype. Have a wonderful day and thank you for watching.